Hey everyone, welcome back. Bill here from Stadiacast. I'm actually in the middle of an open mic, which is a thing that I do on Thursdays where people ask questions. And somebody just asked a really good question. They said, "What do you think?" This was Cowtown FPV asked, "What do you think about the Destiny 2 player base drop?" And I thought, I'm going to answer this question, but but when I do, I think that this is a question that I need to address a little bit more lengthy, and I'm going to do it a whole bunch of times because a lot of people have been talking about this. So I decided to make a video while I was doing it. So let's talk about this idea that half the player base of Destiny 2 dropped out. Well, let's look at it in a couple of ways. First, why did it happen? It happened because suddenly we had more games to play. Destiny 2 is a shooter, right? And it is a really, really fun shooter, but Borderlands 2 just came out. Or I'm sorry, Borderlands 3 just came out. So I feel like people aren't tending to play both of those games concurrently. Most people are either settling on playing Destiny or settling on playing Borderlands 3 if they are focused on a shooter. So my guess is what happened is a lot of people were playing Destiny, and then Borderlands 3 came out, and they said, well, I'm going to go play that for a little while, and I can come back and play Destiny 2 afterwards. There's also going to be a big drop-off because a lot of people, everybody who has Stadia got Destiny 2 for free, essentially, because we all have Stadia Pro and it was included, so we all claimed it and started playing it, right? There's going to be a large number of people who are playing that game in the first week because maybe it's the only game they had. That and Samurai Showdown, sorry. There's going to be a lot of people who are playing that game in that first week who are going to say, okay, this is not a game for me. I don't like this game. I'm not interested in this game. I'm going to move on and play something else. So of course, those are people who are going to leave the game. We also have to keep in mind that the Stadia user base right now is not growing. It's not growing not because it's a bad platform, but because it's an untested platform. And there's so many people out there who, while they are interested in Stadia, they're not the gambling type. And they don't want to drop $130 on trying Stadia out. Because right now, who has access to Destiny 2 on Stadia? People who have Founders Packs, people who have Premier Editions, and people who have Buddy Passes. And for those people, I mean, that's going to be a small number of people. Now, this is definitely something that I think will fix itself once we get to Stadia Base, which I anticipate that we're going to probably get that in February or March. I'm thinking February because that's 3 months after launch, and we got Stadia Pro for 3 months. We'll see what happens. But I think that Destiny 2, its numbers will come back up after Stadia Base comes out. That being said, I understand why people are upset about Destiny 2 numbers going down. It makes it harder to do certain things like Crucible. Crucible is probably one of the least popular things in the game because it's PvP, and a lot of the people who are playing Destiny don't have a lot of confidence with Destiny 2 on Stadia. A lot of the people who are playing Destiny 2 on Stadia, they just don't have a lot of confidence with probably how they will play when they play against other people because they're new. And let me tell you, Destiny 2 is an overwhelming game. There's a lot of stuff and it is very confusing. So a lot of the people who are playing are probably avoiding the PvP stuff, and that means Crucible makes it hard for us to get a match. And I forget what the other one is where it's like PvP versus PvE kind of thing. I'm sure somebody in chat will let me know. But it's really Gambit. I think I remember now. It's Gambit. That's going to be harder to get matches. The long and the short of it is that Stadia is a small platform right now which I think will exponentially grow in 2020. But right now it's a small platform, and people are getting distracted playing other things than Destiny. There is a lot of websites out there that are saying Stadia is failing because half the players stopped playing. No, half the players who were playing Destiny 2 stopped playing Destiny 2 and started playing other stuff. And anybody who tells you otherwise, A, doesn't actually know anything, because we don't know how many people are playing Stadia every day. And B, they're just trying to be negative so that they can get clicks. Or C, they're misinformed and they need somebody to inform them. That being said, I wouldn't waste your time trying to inform them, because 90% of those people who are saying this stuff, they know exactly what's going on. They're just trying to get clicks. Anyway, thank you very much for the question. I hope that I was able to answer it. And if you didn't know, you can get more Stadia news right here every Sunday. We record a show live. It's called Stadiacast. You can listen to it in your favorite podcasting app. Subscribe for free. And speaking of subscribing, before you leave, click that like button right down below. Click the subscribe button and click the bell so you get notified every time I go live. So maybe you can come to the next open mic and propose a question that will turn into a video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.